Hello everyone, my name is Dominic and welcome to Dom's Reviews, where I review anything and everything animated. Yes, I haven't been here in a while, whatever, doesn't matter. I want to talk about the newest episode of Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure. It was so good, so much so that I'm so convinced that now, from a storytelling standpoint, overall production quality, voice acting, everything, that this has to be the best Disney Channel cartoon I've ever seen. Like, everything works so well together. The story connects so seamlessly from the movie and the source material it originally had. It blows my mind how good this show is. More people definitely need to check this out. Specifically from a storytelling perspective, this is beautiful. It's amazing. The animation quality is perfect, in my opinion. Really represents what the end credits of Tangled had. I'm going to talk more about this episode. Let's get to it. Alright, I'm not going to go into huge spoilery details, but this is what kind of happens. So, Tangled and the gang. We are at episode 14 of season 2, and this is called Rapunzel and the Great Tree. Yeah. So we go, and the gang is still on their journey to the Dark Kingdom, and Adira's basically been helping them out, steering them in the right direction, even though Cassandra hates it. You can definitely tell that that's a big story point in this episode, but what happens is they have to go through this giant tree in order to get to the next stage, get through the next part of the journey. And Cassandra thinks it's a bad idea, and Adira is like, come on, you're not the main person in charge. It's Rapunzel's, you're just the maiden in waiting. And that's a huge part of this episode. So much character development. So much character development between Cassandra, Rapunzel, Adira, all the cast. It really pushes it towards it. And meanwhile, while they're going through this tree, this protector of the tree named Hector, who's this badass crazy guy with two wolverines next to him trying to hunt them down, stop them from going through the tree. So there's that looming threat constantly as they're going through the tree. Now this tree also has secrets to the Dark Kingdom, secrets to why Rapunzel's hair is grown in like the moon and the darkness of the rocks, and her hair where it's flower gleam and glow, let your power shine, all that and much more. There's scrolls, people have studied this, and there's so much connectivity between the first movie and here and the previous season. It's just mind-blowing, and the story is just so damn good. And that's basically the synopsis. Now, here's what I really loved about this episode. They had two awesome songs. Now, I'm a huge fan of Flynn Rider, aka Eugene Fitzherbert, my boy. I love him, and I love it when Zachary Levi sings, who is the voice actor of said character. I've always been pushing it, and he gets a song with Lance, and it's awesome, because Lance is voiced by the actor who portrayed Genie in the live-action Broadway musical of Aladdin. And I'm gonna get his name real quick, because I forget his name. He's great. He's a great guy. Definitely trust it. His name is... See, I don't know much. This James Monroe Iglehart? If I pronounced that wrong, that's my bad. But they have this amazing duet. It's so good, so classic Broadway musical type song. It's so good. They're so good. It's a great song. It's probably the highlight of the entire episode for me, especially since I'm a huge fan of Eugene. But this is definitely not the episode that was focused on them, but that was definitely my favorite highlight. But then Cassandra gets her own song, and my God, she belts a note. She goes high. She goes all else on that, and it's funny that I say that because she's voice acted by the understudy of Idina Menzel, her name, Eden Espinosa, she was the understudy to Idina Menzel in Wicked, and you can definitely tell she is such a great singer, and this song really means a lot to her character. And I'm just going to go a quick synopsis of what this song is. The song basically is how she doesn't feel like she's appreciated that much, that she basically has all these opportunities to save the day or make a name for herself, and they always pass her by. And it was such a great song, and it was so good. She did such a great job. The music in Tangled the series so far has been hit after hit. I love it. All the variant songs have been fantastic. The early songs in this season between Rapunzel and Eugene have been great. It's just been such a great ride for this entire ensemble cast. The Alan Menken still has his fastball. He's still great. So good. The other stuff I really liked. The other stuff I so liked was definitely like how dark it got. I love it when you watch these types of shows that seem so innocent get really dark and really twisted and sour, and you're just like, is this really a kid show? There's moments in this show like that, and that's what I really appreciate about the writing. They're not afraid to go a step further. It's not like creepy humor or creepy aesthetics or any huge things like that, but it really adds to the show because it's basically a princess movie, and it gets so dark, and the story adds so many elements to it. That's why I really appreciate this show. It definitely deserves more credit. God, it's so good. And then, of course, the action scenes are phenomenal. What I really like about Tangled the series is that there's fights in this show, and you could say, like, well, in Tangled there were tons of fights, but no, you get to see Rapunzel kick ass, you get to see Cassandra kick ass, Eugene, you get to see Lance, you get to see the whole cast of characters, you even see Pascal get into it, Maximus. It's a really good show with great choreographed action. And this episode was so good. Again, I don't want to get into any spoilers, but so much character development, especially between Rapunzel and Cassandra. Adira still this mysterious, like, guide that, you know, can you trust her? Is she telling the truth? It's really great. And Eugene's just that supportive guy that really just understands that, you know, this is her journey. This is Rapunzel's journey. And he's just there for her. And I love it. This show is so damn good. Every time I think, but what about, like, Kim Possible? What about Gravity Falls? Gravity Falls, I think, is the best Disney Channel cartoon of all time. But based on story development and character development and everything, like, as a whole, this show is so fantastic, and I think it really has a run for Gravity Falls' money. And other people will say, well, what about Star vs. the Forces of Evil? And I really like Star vs. the Forces of Evil, but man, this show, it just hits me. It hits me right here. I love this show so much. So much. Oh, God. Well, that's basically it. I'm going to try and do more videos now. I mean, that's a broken promise every now and then. But to those who have subscribed and everything, I really appreciate it. You guys are great. Let me know what you think of Tangled the series in the comments below. Let me tell me what you think about, you know, Tangled the series in general. Do you think it's going well? Do you like the story so far? Do you like the songs? I just think this is an overall just fantastic show. Nothing has gone wrong for me. I love it so much. It's great. If you want me to review any other Disney Channel cartoons or any other cartoons in general, again, comment down below. My Twitter is @DominicMolnar. Instagram is @DominicMolnar if you want to, you know, do that. Also, I got casted for a animation pilot, which is something I've never done before and something I've always dreamed of, so I'm really excited about that. And when that comes out, I'll definitely let you guys know. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching Dom's Reviews, but bye. Outro has always been weird, so I'm just gonna go this way. Haha.